And movie nights, we had a couple movie nights there as well. But we're going further, kind of to the future. We're having a convention at UBC October 17th. And so we're really looking forward to that. And yeah, so last year, we also made our newsletter into a newspaper. If you haven't seen the Cannabis Digest yet, this is a phenomenal tool to educate people about cannabis and prohibition. You're welcome to come up and get a free one here. We have a couple of issues of it, and we're very proud to have this out there because, in part, there are very few cannabis publications telling people about changes in the law and politics, and it's really important to many of us to keep up to date and inform people about what is happening. For example, as I mentioned, the government wants mandatory minimum jail sentences for people growing cannabis right now. Bill S10 would give people 18 months for making a pot cookie, 6 months for growing 6 plants. It gets worse than that. And so I realize I don't have, I have one. But certainly the information is in the newspaper. But every Friday and Saturday we're gathering in Victoria to tell people about S10. Hempology last year, it was against the former bill, C-26. Kristen, where is she now? Kristen, she came up with a phone jam campaign to shut down offices in Ottawa, and it's been very effective. It's become a national campaign. Thank you. In fact, Kristen and my love Gail just recently were mentioned as the top of 2 of the top 100 female activists in the world. We are so lucky to have them here. Kristen, in large part because of this phone jam campaign, Gail has helped us develop products at the Cannabis Buyers Club. We now have 29 food and skin products. We're keeping a lot of people alive at the Buyers Club with these products, and it's something that we're very proud of, and thank you both ladies for your help. But if you want to find out more about our phone jam campaign and Bill S10, I'd say really the newspaper is where to get your info. Every Friday we're at the corner over here from noon to 1, educating people about Bill S10. And Saturdays we move around from one location to another. We're doing it actually as far as Gabriel Island and Souk, but usually downtown on Saturdays. So please come help us fight these mandatory minimums. If not getting out on the street, at least making the phone call. So Hempology's been actually in Canada, I would have to say, leaders in fighting these mandatory minimums. We've really set the bar high by taking this campaign on. It's been really inspiring in a lot of ways. But they're still going ahead with it. So unless they have an election, these minimum sentences are likely coming in. So, yeah, so Hempology also, as well as at the university, we still have Wednesday night meetings throughout the year. In a recent issue of the paper, our full calendar of events isn't included. As I mentioned, we're having 21 events, rallies, lectures, meetings this month alone in September to help legalize cannabis. This is by far the most active group in this country, and we're going far beyond here. But just to highlight some of the things that we do, we have a costume contest Halloween evening at the courthouse, where we hotbox the courthouse. We hotbox the courthouse again for New Year's, but it's a Wednesday night. We meet a lot still Wednesday evenings at 7. When I first started Hempology 15 years ago, we just started to have small meetings in the downtown, and it's just gotten bigger to the point where it got a little too crazy. So anyway, we still have a lot of meetings at Wednesday nights at 7 throughout the year. Again, the next one is Halloween. I think the next one after that is what we call our hotboxing cannabis caroling night. Where it's one of the most fun nights. We go around Victoria, we hotbox City Hall, we can sort of build a space in the front alcove, and we go around singing our cannabis songs. That's the Wednesday night before Christmas. The next week is when we're at the courthouse for hotboxing in the new year. We also have a game show, Reach for the Pot. And it's too much fun. Just this past Sunday, I played Reach for the Pot in Courtney. The first time I took it on the road, we had a 420, the first ever in Courtenay. We're now going to have annual 420s in Sims Park. First time they ever had anything like it. It was too much fun. The average age of the 420 was probably 55. It was mostly members of the Compassion Club. And it was really kind of cool. The one team was called the Over 50 420s. It was just too cool. It was a lot of fun just kind of getting these old hardcores out and enjoying the herb and enjoying the freedom that we can have when we work together. And so that's going to be an annual event happening in Courtenay. In fact, we have a chapter of Hempology in Courtenay. It meets every month, the first Thursday of the month. Tomorrow night, I'm driving up to Courtenay. We have Hempology 101 meetings in the BC Government Employees Union offices. It's really cool. We don't smoke pot in there. We just talk about stuff. But 6 months of the year, I'm teaching a lecture now. And tomorrow night, I'm doing a half-hour lecture on the ancient history of cannabis. And so, 6 of the 12 times we'll be doing a lecture. It's going to be really fun to see what happens as the group up in Courtenay evolves. We did a conference up there, a little mini convention, essentially, like we've done on universities, but we did it in the downtown of Courtenay. We're working very closely with the club up there. It's been quite wonderful. The Buyers Club that I work with has actually been so successful that last year it bought a car so we can deliver medicine up island to Courtenay every week. Not an old lady goes without cookies if we can help it. And so we're really proud of that. We've networked with a bunch of other medical clubs that have either been established, like the one in Courtenay, or that are coming on board. So it's been really exciting to see things coming alive on the island a lot more. In fact, jumping to the future, damn, I didn't bring a poster. But the 25th of September, we're having a film festival sort of on Gabriola Island. We're going to have the first 420 ever there, and from noon actually to 1 on Saturday, September 25th, we're going to have a Stop S10 Street Meet at the ferry terminal. Then we're playing the film, then a 420. It's going to be a great day on Gabriola Island, and as I said, we're looking to expand Hempology into new neighborhoods, into other places, smaller towns, and Vancouver even, where they honestly, they don't do that much. You know, they don't have many meetings like this at all. They have like 3 a year. We're going to show them how it's done here. So, yeah, things have been, very exciting at the Buyers Club as well. For the most part, it's been a really good year, except we had a bakery raid happen last December. You can read about it in our newspapers. But our baker is being charged, Owen, he's around here somewhere, with trafficking THC for making pot cookies. And there he is. Happy birthday, Owen. Happy birthday, Owen. Yeah, so we have a very significant trial. It's essentially plant medicines versus pharmaceutical drugs, because right now synthetic THC can be legally purchased, but if you grow a plant and you cook it in butter and extract it with a cheesecloth, well, you've made resin or a drug. And somehow, some way, that is still illegal, even if you've got a Health Canada license. So we have a trial that's going to start this fall, and more importantly, in some ways, for Hempology, because the trial's up to me and my lawyers, we've got the top lawyers in the country, though. So we can fill the courthouse, we can call the press, but what I'm really going to be calling upon for help this year and the next 4 years is fundraising, because our lawyers are going to cost us $80,000. They're the best in the country, but it's going to mean that we've got to do some serious fundraising. So what does that mean? That means we're going to have lots of parties. We're going to have bluegrass parties, we're going to have electronic music parties, all sorts of fundraisers. And so, if you see of events or hear about them, please help spread the word, buy some tickets, support us, because this is a very important court case, not just for our club, but for all medical users in Canada. And when we win, it'll be a big step forward for many, many people. So, I think it's time to give out our awards and prizes here. I still see we're missing one person, so let's give out our awards first. Every year, I guess there's two things coming up. We have a tournament for our game show, Reach for the Pot. Pretty much from April 20th till sometime in July. We meet again Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, old school back in Beacon Hill. And so we play our game show pretty much every week, Reach for the Pot. Sometimes I have